Welcome to Leahona Light. Today we are talking about something very key here. It's really a subject I kind of don't like dwelling into, but I guess we have to, whether we want to or not. It's a prophetic messaging, so there we go. Verse 13. Here we go. Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether it be to the king as supreme. Okay, submission. In a way, it means submitting as a citizen, having some submissiveness, if you will. But I don't think that means just blind exceptions to every ordinance of man. Let's look at this under ordinance. Really what this is it deals with the laws and governments and the powers that be. Verse 14, or unto governors, as unto them that are sent by him, for the punishment of evildoers, and for the praise of them that do well. Now that's something I think I lack seeing in our governments nowadays as compared to maybe in times past, is this punishment of evildoers and the praise of those that do well. I see that as a problem. And of course, I'm sure what Peter had to say was controversial around that time. You have the Roman Empire. We have prophets that make statements that are no doubt might be controversial to our political views and stuff. But it does us good to try to heed the guidance of our living prophets. And so that helps. And so now here is on verse 15. It says, for so is the will of God, that with well-doing you may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men. Maybe this is easier than I thought. We silence some of this ignorance that's going on due to reactivity. I had this friend when it came to talking about politics. And when it came to talking about politics, sometimes he'd go crazy. He said, ignorance may be bliss, Jimmy, but ignorance is no excuse. Therefore, ignorance is no excuse, so that's something to think about and look at and see and know for yourself. And so here we go. We're going to go ahead and go into verse 16. As free, and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, but as the servants of God. Okay, it's free, but not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness. Now, what does that mean? It's not up to us to say something, with reactivity and malice. And we can't do that and serve God. With the liberty we have through the Bible, we can serve God. We can stand with God. We know that He cares about us. That's the important part. And so that's why I sit here talking to you about political authority. Now, I'm not saying, I gotta be honest with you, there are times I feel like that we as Christians and freedom-loving people in America, we do need to stand up for our rights. Because we've seen too much of them given away. And so we as Americans do need to stand up. And stand up against this hyper-reactive culture. And I have to say, to some degree, it's going on both sides of the aisle. It's hard for me to really watch or listen to the news that much anymore, because so much of it is about COVID or January 6th, when there's plenty of other things to cover in this world. So, that's why I'm here, to empower people, to see the good in them. And so I hope you find this helpful in many ways, and I know this is a short one, but what can I say? Maybe we'll have some more pleasant things coming down the pike soon. Now, I hope you enjoy listening to Leahona Light. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the Leahona Light family. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time. Remember who you are. Read your scriptures and preach the gospel. God bless you.